Good morning, degenerates, and welcome to another episode of Boring Crypto IO, the place where I read you the boring crypto news every morning, Monday through Friday, so you don't have to. My name is Not Important, and I'm your host. Let's go. Bitcoin ATM decline. Over 400 machines went off the grid in under 60 days. The GOAT is in the news. Jack Dorsey, decentralized Twitter rival, enters App Store. United States CBDC would crowd out crypto ecosystem, ex-Biden advisor. And FTX ex-director Nishad Singh pleads guilty to fraud charges. It's going to be interesting. Let's go. The market. Guys, right now we are sitting at $1.081 trillion. Bitcoin dominance at 42.4. ETH dominance at 18.7. Gas is up. 33 GWE for an ETH transaction. Bitcoin kind of moving on the upward momentum on the daily, 1.22% up. Close to the same of that for ETH. Looking rather flat across the board. Outside of that, makes me wonder if alts are going to bleed if Bitcoin starts moving up again. Which is usually actually, this has been such an interesting bear market, is that a lot of alts have pumped significantly during this bear market. But usually, if you're new around here, if Bitcoin runs, alts will bleed. Bitcoin moves sideways, alts will run. And I've got a vibe from what I've been looking at is that Bitcoin's going to move up again, and then alts might actually start. Bitcoin might start stealing dominance from the alts, and market cap from the alts. Something to think about. Let's go to the market. Oh, where are we at? Okay, Bitcoin 4 hour. We have continued to move up, which is a good sign. We have definitely broke above that new 23,629 resistance level, which was right around here, the nice pinkish line, but got just above it and instantly got rejected again by the 23,789 and 23,876 that I've been telling you guys about for weeks. That has been super strong resistance for quite some time. Again, I touched on this yesterday, but we quickly flipped it, or we recently flipped it to support. Was hoping that would be bullish, but no, we let go and came straight back down. Touched it there with a wick, potentially looked like support, but no. So we're bouncing off that again. We're beating our heads on it. Wick to it here, same thing, came back down, came above it, and now we're back below it. It's turning back into resistance. Yeah, guys, we'll see what happens. Again, what I am seeing is just a potential range. And we're going to keep bouncing between this 22,738 and this 23,876 level for a while. That's the vibe I'm getting. Same thing with Ethereum. That 1662 level is our resistance that we need to break. We caught support at 1585. We wicked to 1558. Again, just watch those levels, guys. Again, the range I'm keeping an eye on is going to be around this 1542 to this 1662 level. I until we make a move significantly above or below one of those levels, I'm not getting too excited about anything. But that's just me. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm actually a terrible trader. Yeah, do your own research. Trade at your own risk. Crypto is volatile. All the basic nuances, guys. All right, let's get the news. Let's get you on with your day. Bitcoin ATM decline. Over 400 machines went off the grid in under 60 days. Between December 2020 and January 2022, more than 1,000 crypto and Bitcoin ATMs were installed each month. Crypto ATMs on the key of infrastructure pillar for the mass adoption of cryptocurrencies have seen a drastic reduction this year. In the first 2 months of 2023, the net cryptocurrency ATMs installed globally reduced by 412 machines. Since 2014, the total number of crypto ATMs has maintained a steady upward trajectory while catering to millions of users worldwide for seamless crypto fiat conversions. For over a year, between December of 2020 and January of 2022, more than 1,000 crypto and Bitcoin ATMs were being installed every month. However, the bear market had an immediate impact on its growth. Ooh, womp womp wah. September of 2022 was the first time in history when total crypto ATMs saw a net decline. However, 2023 marked a new low by recording a decline in total crypto ATM installations for 2 consecutive months. In January of 2023, the global crypto ATM network shed 289 machines, further dropping by 123 machines in February. While the ongoing decline was initially purely attributed to geopolitical tensions, revenue losses, and prolonged bear market, service providers have been trying out cheaper alternatives for operations. Recently, crypto ATM provider Bitcoin Depot converted its 7,000 physical machines to bit access software. The move helped reduce operational costs related to software licensing fees, which cost $3 million annually. Do you have an ATM in your area and are unsure how to use it? Check out Cointelegraph's blah. Oh, they're actually marketing in this ad or this article. Interesting. On the other hand, payments giant MasterCard partnered with Binance to launch a card for crypto payments in Latin America. In a press release shared with Cointelegraph, Gil Nazar, Binance Brazil's general manager, stated, "Payments is one of the first and most obvious use cases for crypto, yet adoption has a lot of room to grow. I concur. Moreover, at launch, the card offered up to 8% cashback in crypto on eligible purchases and 0 fees on some ATM withdrawals." Well, there you go. Decline in Bitcoin ATMs. Jack Dorsey, original CEO of Twitter. Decentralized Twitter rival enters App Store. We covered this a couple weeks back. That he was partnering up with a decentralized Twitter potential rival. The interface of Jack Dorsey's decentralized Twitter alternative, Blue Sky, resembles the look of Elon Musk's social media platform. Jack Dorsey, the co-founder of the social networking platform Twitter, is progressing with Blue Sky, a decentralized Twitter alternative, as its mobile application enters private beta testing. Blue Sky has hit the Apple App Store as an invite-only app, allowing certain persons to try out the new social experience by creating an account via an invite code. According to the report by TechCrunch, the Blue Sky iOS app debuted February 17th, amassing about 2,000 installs on February 28th. The app is reportedly not yet available for Android testers on Google Play. The Blue Sky's App Store preview, the rival app, looks very much like Twitter, with the interface having a lot of Twitter-like features, including how handles, followers, posts, and replies are presented in a similar style to Twitter. Blue Sky app's feed also has likes, comments, and reports. I mean, just like everything, dude. Every platform looks exactly the same these days. There's not really a lot of innovation going on in the social media app world right now. According to TechCrunch, the app allows users to create and post up to 265 characters, or just fewer than Twitter's 280 characters, which this is such a weird thing. Instead of Twitter's "What's happening?", Blue Sky asks "What's up?". Blue Sky's users can share, mute, and block accounts, while more advanced tools like adding them to lists are not yet available. It's all the same crap, guys. I'm sorry. Despite resembling Twitter so much, Blue Sky is set to have some technical features designed to make it very different from Elon Musk's social media giant. The platform aims to provide a decentralized social network protocol, which is expected to make its user data free from influence by any government corporation. Yeah, we'll see. Blue Sky is built on the AT protocol, a new federal social network that integrates ideas from the latest decentralized technologies. Originally known as the Authenticated Transfer Protocol, or ADX, the AT protocol is Blue Sky's main effort to enable a new way for servers to communicate with each other, allowing individuals and businesses to self-host and have multiple websites instead of one. As previously reported, Blue Sky released its first batch of code in early May of 2022, a few weeks before Dorsey exited Twitter's board of directors. In October, officially introduced the Blue Sky social app, and the AT protocol, which came nearly 3 years after Dorsey launched the project with support from Twitter in 2019. The news comes amid Dorsey's reportedly moving some Bitcoin using his other social protocol, Nostr. Damus, the first mobile app to leverage the protocol, was published on the App Store in February of 2023. Let me know, guys, are you excited about this? Do you think it's going to go anywhere? Or is it going to be a flop? If it does not flop, is this something you guys will use? Let me know. Comments down below. Moving on. United States CBDC would crowd out crypto ecosystem. Ex-Biden advisor. Dalip Singh argues that crowding out cryptocurrencies by establishing a CBDC in the United States would protect the country's national interests. The creation of a United States digital dollar would crowd out the cryptocurrency ecosystem and protect the national security of the U.S., according to a former top advisor in President Joe Biden's administration. Dalip Singh, a former deputy national security advisor for international economics in the Biden administration, made the comments at a February 28 Senate Banking Committee hearing, suggesting that cryptocurrencies facilitate ransomware attacks and contribute to the evasion of U.S. sanctions. Singh believes that the U.S. government embracing a central bank digital currency is the single best step that we could take, in parentheses, to protect national interests, because it would crowd out the ecosystem of crypto. Singh frames the crowding out as a desirable development in his discussion of a CBDC, but the phrase is generally used by economists to refer to how investments from governments can drive down or eliminate investments from private firms that could limit job creation and slow economic growth. In an interview with Cointelegraph, LeMay Franklin Knoll, the president of consulting firm Knoll Historical Consulting, also suggested that CBDCs could crowd out crypto, noting, "The downside for crypto is that CBDCs will work to crowd out private cryptocurrencies, especially stablecoins focused on retail payment areas. Cryptocurrencies will stay in niches in the payment system where they serve unique functions and provide specialized services. While China has implemented its own CBDC, the U.S. is still exploring potential benefits and risks associated with CBDCs." My ass, they're definitely working on one. This person, Yana Fanusi, the policy lead at the crypto advocate group Crypto Council for Innovation, said in a March 1st interview with Bloomberg that China is leading the way on CBDC development while the U.S. is on the sidelines. He added that developing alternative financial rails could spell trouble for the U.S. as they affect the potency of its power to enforce sanctions. Others are more critical to digital dollar plans, such as Representative Tom Emmer, who introduced legislation on February 2022. I'm an idiot. Of February 22. February 22nd. Gotta get the words out, Nick. Legislation on February 22nd prohibiting the Federal Reserve from implementing monetary policy based on a CBDC and issuing a digital dollar directly to individuals. Emmer is concerned that a CBDC could impact the financial privacy of American citizens and be developed into a dangerous survival tool. Yep, just more CBDC news, guys. I don't believe that the United States is sitting on their hands or on the sidelines. I definitely believe they're working on something. But that's just my opinion. And who am I? Nothing more than some random dude talking to you on YouTube. FTX ex-director Nishad Singh pleads guilty to fraud charges. Well, here we go. This is the start of it. I'm assuming he definitely took a plea deal. Nishad Singh has pled guilty to wired fraud conspiracy to commit wire fraud on FTX customers and conspiracy to commit commodities fraud. Nishad, former director of engineering at FTX, pleaded guilty to fraud charges brought by U.S. prosecutors and agreed to cooperate in their investigations around former FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried. During the hearing in a Manhattan federal court, Singh's lawyer announced that his client had agreed to plead guilty to one count of wire fraud, one count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud on FTX customers, and one count of conspiracy to commit commodities fraud, according to a Reuters report. I am unbelievably sorry for my role in all of this, Singh said while confessing Alameda Research's role in misappropriating FTX users' funds. On the other hand, SCF pleaded not guilty to 8 criminal counts, which could result in 115 years in prison should he be convicted. Well, with this guy pleading guilty, in my opinion, that means they're all in bed together. This is definitely at the start to the collapse of the House of Cards. According to CNBC, Singh was close friends of FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried's younger brother in high school and became FTX Director of Engineering in 2019. In 2020, Singh allegedly altered FTX's software to allow Alameda, where he had previously worked as chief executive, to avoid automatic asset sales when it was losing too much borrowed money. This exemption allowed Alameda to continue borrowing from FTX regardless of how much collateral secured its loans, according to Reuters. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has alleged that this code change gave Alameda a virtually unlimited line of credit at FTX, and that billions of dollars that FTX lent to Alameda over the next 2 years came from FTX customers. Singh, who was absent from public view for an extended period, compared to other FTX executives, emerged in early January to participate in a proffer session at the Southern District of New York's United States Attorney's Office. During a proffer session, the person providing information may be given partial protection to divulge their insights to the prosecutors. Singh's plea comes after a number of Bankman-Fried's close associates have reportedly agreed to cooperate with prosecutors in recent months. In December, Cointelegraph reported that former FTX Alameda Research executives Caroline Ellison and Gary Wang had pleaded guilty to fraud charges and were cooperating with the Justice Department investigation. Bankman-Fried is pleaded innocent, which we know. You already say this in this article. He's staying with his parents in California. His criminal trial in federal court is scheduled to begin in October, while FTX's bankruptcy case is ongoing in the U.S. Bankruptcy Court for blah, 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 District of Delaware. Guys, I think Sam's gonna go to jail. That's where my head's at. All right, well, that's it. That's what I got going on for you guys. Bitcoin banging its head at 23,789. Outside of that, per usual, if you enjoy the rambling, if you enjoy the stuttering, if you enjoy the not being able to get the words out of my mouth that I provide here on Boring Crypto IO, please subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell for notifications, watch, like, and share the videos, and I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. I'm out of here.